Yep, again, the idea of the helper is to help with some of these tasks. The key is maintaining the integrity of the student and the work. Now, it may be necessary for the backup team or the next working team to get partially dressed and then wait, not be on air while they're waiting. Because once they're on air and just up in the suit, heat stress becomes a significant issue. This stuff is very, very expensive for training purposes. Use your slightly less expensive alternative. The idea here is just to make sure that the interface doesn't dry up. We are not actually trying to make it so that the circulation gets cut off, or try and create a vapor any more of a vapor type field. Depending on the tube combination, you may also have blood rooms to do the same thing. Now, remember, at some point you're going to have to get this poor gentleman out of this tube. Until taking all of this off by other people that may also be wearing gloves. So just put a tab on it. It'll help. Depending on the boot and suit interface that you're using, it also may be necessary to take the interface here. The boots that he's wearing, he's got the chemical resistant booties all the way down into it with the splash protection over, so it may not be necessary to do so in this case. Okay. At this point, he's dressed in his chemical protection clothing. You'll notice that he's not got that greater field of view. And he's going to have difficulty moving simply because of the multiple layers of clothing that he's wearing. So as far as possible, up until the point where he enters a potentially contaminated environment, he might have somebody assist him. So the working time in these suits, notionally about 30 minutes, notionally. More work you're doing, more air you use. So it could be as little as 10 minutes. You also need to allow time to get him into the work area and out of the work area, so you need to factor that. There is generally a safety officer keeping time that he went on air so that you can keep track of how long any individual has been in the suit. If you have a team, you want them to go on air at the same time, because you don't want one person sitting breathing air for 5 minutes using up air while the other person is still getting ready, so it's important to have to be a coordinated effort. Turn around. Okay, can you shuffle such that you turn around and you see the back? You'll notice the zipper is in the back. The zipper is on the outside. The zipper handle is on the outside of the suit. Once he's inside the suit, he's pretty well stuck unless he's got fire knives and something to get himself out. So again, you need that support structure there, the backup team ready in case something happens to him while he's in the suit. Okay.
Donning personal protective equipment. For video production training purposes only. During a potentially hazardous event, a responder will need PPE to keep them protected. PPE and related equipment are stored on the hazardous materials truck. The Level A suit is pulled partially up. Here we can see the proper procedure for putting boots on. The boots are placed over top of the Level A suit. The Level A suit is pulled up completely. Most suits use a covered zipper. Notice the care taken to ensure that the suit is completely sealed. The responder is ready to begin the important work. This concludes this training video. Donning personal protective equipment. For video production training purposes only. PPE is short for personal protective equipment. PPE can include such things as protective suits, gloves, and boots. Respirators and sometimes communications equipment are also used. A seat or stepping stool can aid in quickly donning a protective suit. The responder is ready to begin the important work.